If you're joining us, up, don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't you do it.
Don't you
Don't
do
you
it.
put that juju on me, Ricky Bobby. All right, do I sound all right?
No, you don't have the mic close to you.
I was going to say, well, of course I do. I was going to be all arrogant about it, but apparently it don't. I sound right? No. Oh, shit.
No. Keep talking, Arms.
No. Oh, wait, I can't do that. How are you guys this fine evening?
Good.
Excellent. Did your fantasy football teams turn out well?
Why do you not sound as loud as you did last
I don't
time?
know. But, oh, yeah, that reminds me. I need to make sure that my both ear.
Oh, well, we don't need to hear him that much, do we?
No.
Come on. Do we have a different one of these?
I don't. Just be careful. Don't fucking break that piece of equipment.
Well, the adapter that goes into it is.
Let me look around.
Hold on.
Damn, I shouldn't.
I'm just going to plug this in the other way. I know it sounds stupid, but sometimes it makes a difference. Because I've messed with it down there, and it's worked. It's just an aux cable. Hello? Hello? Someone talk.
Talking.
There we
Hey,
go.
you good?
No, didn't do anything.
Hold on.
Whatever. Whatever, guys.
I don't know.
You keep getting angry, your hair might fall out.
You're going to go down there, that path?
I'm losing my hair too, buddy.
I have lost my hair. It's already gone.
When you do let it grow, where does it grow?
It actually grows all over, okay?
Oh.
It's just thin on top.
Oh.
Kind of like mine then.
Yeah, so like I have hair here. It's definitely thinner.
See how mine's getting worse and worse right there?
Yeah, it might
do,
probably come in
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, you're
Worser and
thinning.
worser.
I blame hats.
Getting worser and worser.
I doubt it's the hats up. It's probably male pattern baldness, would be my guess.
I know my mom's dad was completely bald. That's what they say you get it from.
That's what I've heard. And my mom's dad is bald, and
Well, that's bullshit. My mom's dad had a full head of hair.
my dad also bald. My dad's like this bald.
So
on top.
you were just doomed anyway.
Yeah, I was screwed either way. My grandpa on both sides bald. Like, whatever. Sorry. Sorry, both people listening. That was probably rude to cough in your ear.
D&D basketball lineups in today.
You know who cares?
One, yeah.
I can't do that right now.
So much damn injury news, man. People sitting out, and it's basketball's stupid.
That was stupid. Dumb. I don't like it.
I guess if I was winning, I wouldn't be saying it was stupid.
Yeah, you wouldn't complain at all if you were winning.
Guess I just need to get better, right?
Get good.
Yeah. Have you tried not sucking?
Yeah, sucks to suck.
Tried,
Right?
yeah. I'm good at sucking, so I just stick with
See,
it.
I had that conversation with an employee a while back. Whenever I had a couple decent wins, I'm literally like describing like if this guy catches one ball for 1 yard, I'm tied for first, at least tied. She was like, "Sucks to suck." I'm like, "You."
Did you fire?
No.
You're fired. No? You should have.
I can't only get.
We can just do this without arms. It's fine.
I mean, I have another pair of headphones.
No, it's okay. It's the cord. It's not a big deal.
Can you hear anything?
I can't in one side.
No.
The other side I can't hear, and I'm like,
That's a big one.
Why don't you quit being tight and buy an aux cord?
Hey, Dawson's favored.
I forget about it until I'm here.
Yeah. Anthony Davis is sitting out.
I always forget about it until I'm here.
I know we got one somewhere, but I don't know where it's at. So.
You're good.
I'm not. You have more headphones.
I'm not terribly upset about this.
You seem to be there for a minute.
I don't know. I mean, like, I'd rather not.
You seemed upset, so talk at a nice level real quick.
This is me being nice.
Okay, good. I guess that's okay.
Thank you. I appreciate your input.
Okay, welcome to the stream. Sorry for the early whatever that was.
Snafu? Is that the word we're looking for? No? All right. I'll GFY.
Sorry.
GFM, I suppose.
Yeah.
No.
You should. GFM yourself.
That yourself
Yeah.
that doesn't make sense.
I know. It didn't.
More rock and roll.
Let's rock and also roll.
Not a whole lot on the agenda anyways. So.
Kinda.
3, 2, 1. Today on the Back Row Fantasy Show, we talk about the divisional round of the playoffs and so much more. Not really on the Back Row Fantasy Show starting now.
Welcome to the Back Row Fantasy Show with your hosts, Jeremy Barker, Aaron Arms, and Brian Hucks.
Hello. I didn't have time to load a sounder with Neil. He got here early. We're all here early. We're ready to rock and roll. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to another episode of the Back Row Fantasy Show. It's me as usual. It's Bark, and to my left is Arms.
Good morning.
And to my right is Hucks.
Hey, what's up?
And to my right is Neil.
Hello, everybody.
It's the return of the Neil. It's like Return of the Mac, but it's better. Better.
I don't know if it's better.
Better.
Return of the Mac was pretty good.
Return of the Mac is an all-time classic, so
Yeah.
It's
I'm just
better.
going to go ahead and throw this out here.
I'm much better than that.
I agree. It's Return of the Neil. Return of the Neil. Oh, yeah, Return of the Neil. So,
That's pretty good.
the first question I have for you guys today is who do the Patriots play this weekend? Really?
You are correct.
Really? That makes me quite happy. I wanted to hear it one more time. No one.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy about it.
I am too. Neil, not so much. Neil's not that thrilled about it, but
The thing is, I'm really not mad about it. I've been super lucky over the last
can you
decade.
be? How can
Right.
you be?
I mean, you have 6 titles that you got to witness.
Well, the thing is, like, I have to pay bills. I have to go to work. I have to eat. I have to shit. You know what I mean?
Barker's getting white girl wasted
All wives
tonight.
are going to bitch at their men.
I'm
That's
a
just the way of
basic-
life.
I'm a basic bitch.
Yeah.
Dude, what is this?
I'm drinking Red Moscato
Barefoot Red Moscato?
by Barefoot, and I'm almost barefoot. I'm wearing my flippy floppies.
Dude, are you like a Visco girl now?
I don't know what that is.
I don't either,
I really
but I
don't.
saw it on a shirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know what it.
Not a clue what he's talking about.
Not a clue.
Okay.
Oh, Visco girl.
It's apparently, I think they do like, it's either they throw back their style to like the 90s, like kids, like
Okay.
teenagers or whatever. Yeah, oh, God dang
I
it, I'm
think
getting
you're-
old, man.
I think you're making shit up.
You're
Yeah.
making shit up.
Yeah. Well, the getting old thing, that's real. So, not a lot going on in football land. We could talk coaching hires or this or that all day. We're going to talk some playoffs. I guess there is one playoffs. There is one coaching thing we should talk about, and it's the Giants hire.
Joe Judge.
Joe Judge. He was responsible for Beavis and Butthead, King of the Hill.
That's Mike. That's Mike.
He had a show.
That's
on,
actually the good judge.
He had a show on TV where 2 people just from basic areas could come and battle in court and possibly walk away on live
That's
TV
Judge Joe
with,
Brown, sir.
with a couple $100, I think. So, a great hire, if you ask me. I mean, to be able to create those cartoons and to be able to have your own courtroom TV show and coach the Giants, it's impressive.
Okay.
And have a movie called Joe Judge Dredd. Very impressive.
To be fair, there won't be any tape on
To
him.
be fair.
Okay. Patriots wide receiver coach.
And special teams.
Okay. That's
Right.
fine
Yeah.
special teams unit. They were one of the worst receiving corps in the league this year.
Well,
There were spurts that they were god awful.
They literally had the worst personnel group in the NFL, period.
So I feel like
Outside of
in
Edelman,
the-
I mean, they really don't have a lot.
Edelman, which
In-
is a shamble of himself.
in the first round wide
What?
receiver.
Yeah, Edelman's a shamble of himself?
He is destroyed. His body's destroyed. He's dropping
still-
passes left and right.
All I'm getting at is I would like to see somebody perform well at maybe a coordinator position before I'm going to give them the keys to my franchise.
Well, yeah, I agree with that.
I don't know.
I think it's a terrible hire.
I can't say that yet because
Obviously, we don't know what he's going to do.
no, but the feedback, like Bill Belichick
Saban,
saying,
Belichick.
yeah, saying like we knew this guy was a head coach. I mean,
It looked good in the press conference.
Nobody thought Sean McVay was that great of a hire when he got hired. I mean, it happens.
There's lots of good talkers
I mean,
out there.
think about this though. He sold something well.
Yeah.
They didn't just hire him just for the hell of it. Like, hey, this guy's just coaching wide receivers and kickers.
Yeah, but
He had to do something well.
I guess if I'm going to look at a head coach, and I understand it's a CEO position, so to speak, I'm going to look at someone who has like a proven record of success and with recency. And I mean, Tom Brady looked like garbage this year, but there was times that he literally was hitting receivers in the hand; they were dropping it. I mean,
he
Brady
was literally throwing the cardboard cutouts.
Well,
but that's Mike or Joe Judge's freaking job. Is
He
to
doesn't
coach
hire
them
the
up.
personnel.
Those
Did he hire the
receivers-
personnel? Is he the owner?
Okay, how much better is the Giants group, their core, than what the Patriots had?
Probably leaps and bounds.
Those receivers are also expecting, solid velocity on those balls, and instead it was just like, oh, it's floating to him. Oh, get it, Jacoby.
It's like trying to catch a balloon.
Get it, Jacoby.
Oh God! I just
You get that plastic bag from American Beauty, Jacoby Myers. You get that plastic bag.
every time Jacoby Myers looked like the best receiver on the team.
I loved it
That's
for a
sad.
minute. Yeah.
That is sad.
He's been with the Patriots since 2012, so I mean he's learned something there.
Oh yeah,
Okay. All right.
yeah.
But with that also being said, name one high level success Patriots coordinator or coach that's performed well outside of Vrabel.
Brian Flores.
Yeah, I was going to say Flores.
Yeah,
Okay. Other than that, though,
I mean
It's a little early
Texas
for that.
is making the playoffs every year.
Yeah.
Man, Arms, he got us, boy.
I mean, but Texans are out in the first round.
I'm stepping out.
But I'm looking at McDaniel.
God bless, I don't want to be in the first round at least every year.
You mean I'm a head out? All right, I'm a head out.
Yeah, I don't feel like getting up right now.
I just look back at McDaniel, all those guys that just constant. Cornell was a Patriots
Romeo.
guy? Yeah, Cornell was a Patriots guy. Like
He went to the Browns.
Romeo,
and
my
now
Romeo.
he's the defensive coordinator for Houston,
You,
right?
you can't fault somebody who went to the Browns and failed.
But there's
No, you
guys
can't.
out there that they get the opportunity coming from that Patriots organization and they just never show up. Matt Patricia looks like garbage. I mean,
Yeah, Detroit's garbage.
Detroit's okay. I'm really starting to think about this. Like, who really went anywhere and failed, like miserably, besides Cornell?
a lot of them have went back.
No, but like even McDaniel's seen playoff success.
Yeah, I mean, he only was in Denver 2 years
Before he got fired
Yeah, but they won a playoff game.
with Tim Tebow?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's a feat in itself.
Okay. Is it?
Yeah.
Kid's a winner.
I
I'm not saying was ever going to be great, but he's a winner.
First rounder.
Last time I checked, it's a lot more than the Raiders have done in the last 10 years.
Oh my God! So we're going to bring up my team.
I'm saying, like, you're judging somebody from
Okay.
a playoff win.
No, I'm just judging by the success of his coaching tree.
Man, playoff wins are terrible,
But
guys. So just mark it down, guys.
I look at home or
1, 2, 3.
Mike Holmgren and Andy Reid's coach tree. Like I
Right.
see immediate success. I guess. I don't know. You guys done?
We were playing rock, paper, scissors while you guys argue.
Oh, this was Neil arguing.
It's
Neil
been a
was so
while for
upset.
Neil. He's got a lot of animosity to get off his chest.
Am I
tonight.
bringing up wrong facts or wrong points?
No,
Am
I
I'm
agree.
not.
No, I agree with Neil 100%.
Yeah, same here.
100,000%.
Hold on,
like-
pulling up this damn coaching tree.
Million.
The only questionable thing going on in the past right now is their offensive coordinator position. It's like, why is the son being OC right now? That's not right. But other than that,
He's got a mullet too. Last picture I saw him had a mullet.
if I can grow them all, I would.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too. My hair's
And the
too
wife
thick
would be
and bushy.
pissed.
Yeah, mine wouldn't. Mine wouldn't care for that. But the what was Despicable Me 3? Like the villain with the stripes in his hair and the mullet. Has anybody seen that? Like mustache and sweet man. That's exactly what I'd go for if I could do it.
Did I miss?
I'll show you
I'm
this
I'm
picture.
just pulling up the old Bill Belichick coaching tree here, and Cliff Kingsbury's in it. Kingsbury falls into the Mike Vrabel category of former players that have turned into coach. I did not know Kingsbury was ever a Patriot.
So you're not helping yourself any, Arms.
He won 5 games, dude.
It's his first year.
Okay, but we can't call him a success.
Can't call him a failure either.
if I could pull that off.
That's beautiful.
You should try.
That's it right there.
And Cardinals look pretty respectable towards the end of the year.
I love
They played tough.
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray. Let's talk playoffs. Let's talk some playoffs.
Let's talk some playoffs.
Lead us off, Arms. You've gotten Neil's overtalked you enough tonight.
I want Neil to do it. Neil, go ahead. It's your show.
Which one is that how it is?
Your show.
Bring it home, Neil.
Who are we talking about, boys? Texans?
Niners, Vikings.
Yeah, let's go first game.
Can the Vikings pull another upset?
I don't think so.
I'm going with Niners.
I'm actually going with Vikings this time around because I don't know if Jimmy G's will be able to handle it.
I'm going Vikings as well. I am. I feel the magic of the Vikings at least making it through one more game.
I don't know, man.
I want another big skull moment. Big
Niners defense is getting healthy, and they've been disrespected all year. All the national media are picking Minnesota. Why are they so disrespected?
Like the Niners defense is my DraftKings captain pick.
I
you know
like
what I mean?
the Niners a lot. Like I won't be surprised either way. But I'm going out on a limb, and I'm going to go.
It's not really going out on a limb. Everybody's picking them.
The Vikings.
Yeah, everybody.
Well, Niners are still favored by 7.
Didn't
They're
know that.
favored, but that's what I just said. All the CBS media I saw earlier today, 7 of the 8 picked Minnesota to win.
Wow. I'm still going with Minnesota. I feel like
blows me away.
I feel like Kirk Cousins wants to say you like that one more time.
Yeah, I liked it last week.
Listen, I wouldn't mind to see, I have no dog in this entire playoff fight.
no,
You know what I mean?
Same.
So I don't care who wins. I just think that the Vikings obviously great receiving core and a stud running back. Their quarterback has been great. Their defense isn't what it used to be though. And the Niners defense.
What happened to Rhodes?
I feel like the Vikings
I don't know. He's dropped
defense,
off.
Yeah.
I feel like the Vikings defense is capable of playing at a high level.
They are.
So I like that offense and that defense more than I want to see the Niners offense.
I mean, if they can stop
in
the
a
run
Super
at all.
But the Niners, what is bad about the Niners offense? It's not production. It's confusion. They always get production. I mean, you might have a running back that runs for 100 yards, but good luck guessing which one it's going to be.
Right.
Mostert, Breida, Coleman. I mean,
Crabtree.
yeah, freaking Jeff Wilson Jr. I mean, who the hell's going to run for 100 yards? You don't know.
Arms, give me a beer. There's only so much wine a man can drink, especially when it says barefoot red Moscato.
So, as far as since it's basically a DFS, it'd be more of a showdown lineup than anything.
Yeah.
What are you guys thinking, captain wise? Like I said, I've already called mine out. Niners defense.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm going Niners defense.
I mean, that's pretty much the given one I would think. But can your opponents pick the same captain?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're talking DFS showdown where
Right. I've seen the ones he did. But I never looked into it.
big tournaments.
Right.
I'm going Dalvin Cook. The Niners have given up big games to running backs throughout the season. Not consistently, but it happens. And if I'm going to call the Vikings to win, I'm going to ride Dalvin Cook.
Yeah,
I think it was just Kenyon Drake.
No. I'm pretty sure Nick Chubb tore him up too.
No, it was like 85 yards.
Neil, fact check Arms.
Please fact check me because I'm 99%
yeah.
it's like
If
85
Minnesota's going to win, Dalvin's going to have to play a big part, I think.
Yeah, he's capable.
Yeah.
He's capable. I'm just going to go with it. The return of Quan Alexander could be great. It also could be detrimental. What if they play Fred Warner less snaps and it doesn't work out? I mean,
I love Fred Warner too.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. So I got a feeling about this. I got a feeling that Dalvin Cook has a nice game and Minnesota edges one out.
Now watch Diggs and Thielen just burn him up.
I don't think so. I really don't think so. I do think it's going to be a defensive battle, but with Dalvin Cook,
Chubb had
Put
87
him
yards,
ahead.
by the way.
that's tearing it up right there.
One reception for 12 yards.
Tearing it up.
I blame the game plan.
No touchdowns. Final score 31-3. Other than that,
Such confidence.
I mean Arizona with I think it's Kenyon Drake's first game, they did well, and I think his second game was also Kenyon Drake's third game was the Cardinals' second time facing San Fran, if I'm not mistaken, and I think he did pretty well against that. But I mean, it shut down just about everybody else. Cook's great, Cook's special, we know that, but I mean, put the focus on him. Make Kirk Cousins beat you. Isn't that the way everybody beats the Vikings? Make Kirk Cousins beat you. He can do it. I think he's got the ability, but there's your game plan.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be a low, kind of a low scoring, like 23-17 type ball game. But the run game for 49ers is going to be a big factor. I think they need to be able to run the ball well, find a hot hand, whether it's Mostert or Coleman.
Yeah,
Breida,
they got to stick with it.
and stick with the hot hand and go with it. But they're going to have to be able to run the ball to open up the pass with Kittle and Debo and.
I'm seeing other teams have success against San Francisco in the run. There's just not one big name that has a huge game. Like Chris Carson had 89 yards and a touchdown, and Russell Wilson had 53 yards. I know it's a little different, but I'm seeing multiple backs with 50 or more yards against San Francisco. I don't think the running defense is that stout. And there was a couple 2-touchdown games in there towards the end of the season too. Dalvin can do it.
I mean, Cousins just needs a little bit of time, right?
Huh?
Cousins just needs a little bit of time.
He just needs a little bit of time. He needs that run game to be working, and he'll hit somebody deep like he did Thielen against the Saints.
The line's going to have to block well because 49ers pass rush is one of the best.
Yes, indeed.
I mean, their defense all around is ridiculous.
Well, yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? I think they're top 5 in both pass and run defense.
Yeah.
Outside of some, like the fluke that what Tampa Bay is with how good they're doing, I think they would have been 3rd or 4th. I don't have it up yet. It's coming.
And if San Francisco is going to win this game, Kittle and Debo both have to have good games.
Man, I love Debo.
I do too, but I mean they both have to come
Right.
through in a big way, which means Jimmy G needs to come through in at least somewhat of a big way. For the Vikings come out and beat the Saints with the role that they were on, I'm not that confident in San Francisco this week.
Should be a good one.
San Fran was 3 against the run. They only allowed 7 rushing touchdowns all year.
We're still talking about that?
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Okay. Anything else on that game, or are we moving to the next one?
13 fantasy points a game allowed to the running back.
Oh, Jesus
All right,
God.
the night game on Saturday is Baltimore, Tennessee.
So you're saying Dalvin will not do anything against them is what you're trying to say?
Well, if you call 85 yards something, which you are, then yeah, he's going to have 85 yards. I don't think he's going to have 150 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Touchdowns? Will he score?
Maybe. They don't always allow a touchdown to the running back.
I mean, 85 yards over the course of a 16-game season is pretty good season.
But the cost of Dalvin in DraftKings is astronomical, and you hamstring the hell out of yourself.
In a defensive battle is what I'm saying. I think he's the one to own.
So if it's a defensive battle, don't we still want the defense?
We want the defense, but I'm not going to go with him as the captain.
Okay.
I mean, there's going to be scores. I don't think there's going to be any major defense. I don't think there's going to be like interception returns for touchdowns. It's all guesswork.
It's always guesswork. I mean,
I'm just
we are
saying.
experts.
we don't
at this.
have a damn expert. We don't have a Jeremy. Oh, we do have a Jeremy.
I'm just
Barker
saying
here.
you're trying to tear everyone down based off the fact that San Francisco was 3rd against the run in the regular season.
Oh no, I'm more or less saying that we're going to
Now Neil's rubbed off. on me.
probably downgrade Dalvin. Wait, I got to find his price. It's
Go
like
to hell.
freaking
Arms.
astronomical.
Neil's rubbed off. on me.
Dalvin's price, non-captain, is 11.2. So as a captain, he's at 16.8. All right. If you have San Fran's defense in, you can fit in Diggs, Thielen, Kittle, and the kickers. You've got Dalvin in, you can fit in like Thielen. You know what I mean? Like it kills your ability to have any flexibility, I suppose.
No,
I'm
the chat 2 weeks in a row.
I'm more or less looking at it from a standpoint that I want to have as many good players as I can. I think that defense, for 7,200 is going to pay off versus Dalvin at 18,000 almost.
I
So
like your strategy. Just don't shit on mine.
you were shitting on mine.
No, I was just giving my take, and you decided to jump in and tell me why it was wrong.
No, I'm just telling you that I don't think Dalvin's the right play this week.
I can handle
Do you
that.
want me to agree with every damn thing you say?
No, I
Because
can-
if so,
no,
you don't need another fucking
no.
podcast
it's
partner.
It's not about agreeing.
It's not about
respecting
agreeing.
his side of it.
Right. It's not. So
I'm sorry.
So when you
the,
say
the attitude I've had with this the entire 2 years we've done is now wrong.
Man,
so
look how
here's
mad he is.
here's what I do. If I pull
looks a little red.
if I pull an arms on you, after you give your take, I'm pulling my computer up. Like, well, San Francisco's defense only ranked this. Well, and against pass, and meticulously breaking it down. Wouldn't do that to you, Arms. I love you too much.
I know that they're ranked that high though, and you're telling me like, well, there's multiple touchdowns. Yeah, okay, end of the season, twice. whatever.
I wouldn't have even said it if you hadn't start pulling up stats.
Would you like another pod? There's 2 other guys here. I can leave.
Data doesn't equal points.
Yes, it does.
I was just quoting
Sacks
a Twitter.
equal points.
Quoting a Twitter name.
For defenses, interceptions equal points. Defensive touchdowns equal points. Everything equals points.
Simply quoting a Twitter name. I was having fun with that one. We're allowed to have fun on this.
Okay, next.
Damn wet blanket, like I said.
I was not trying to turn this into pick on Arms night.
I love Arms.
Neil started that off.
I'm not picking
Go
on
with the
anybody.
next.
I
Go
respect-
with the next matchup.
I respect your
Go with
take.
the next matchup.
I respect your take.
Go with the next matchup.
What is that next matchup, Arms?
Titans Ravens.
Titans with the upset, boys.
I just don't see it.
No, I don't see it.
If they do, man, it's going to be the way they beat the
Yeah,
Patriots.
I mean, it's going to have to be a flawless game.
Well, put it this way. I think if Titans get the ball first and score, it's right hell out of Henry. There you go. That's a
You have to.
recipe for success. There you go.
I mean, but with that being said, Patriots couldn't tackle him. I mean,
Okay, well, let's rephrase that, okay? They chose not to tackle him, okay? They hugged him, or this is like, hey, guys, somebody else get him. I'm not touching him.
well, would you want to? He's
Well, hell
6'3",
no, I wouldn't.
247 pounds.
First of all, he's like 6'5" and like 260, realistically.
He's a freaking man. I mean,
He's like me, but in good shape, I guess. But
that's like Jadeveon Clowney running the damn ball. I mean, that's scary. That's scary. And apparently, even though he doesn't look it, he's one of the fastest guys in the NFL at top speed. I mean, you get this guy in a 10-yard split, and I just telling you, I don't blame him for not wanting to. I mean, I don't blame him for like, hey, maybe like let the safeties get him. You know,
Yeah.
I really think I know we
Don't look at me when you talk. I'm pissed at you.
I don't care.
we really do kid a lot, but I really think Vrabel's gonna get him ready for this game.
Oh, yeah, Titans will be ready for this
Yeah.
game.
Let me look.
I don't
Let me look some shit up to debunk.
And
that.
look up Tannehill's record since he came in. How about that?
Oh, like 1 loss, 2 losses.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I mean, Baltimore's favored by 10, but I think,
crazy to me.
I think Titans cover for sure, but I just don't know if they have enough to get the win.
So off topic, but we got a comment. Gut Punch News says y'all need to do the React show live after this, especially with Arms all fired up. That's a great idea. We just don't do it live, but he'll still be fired up when
Yeah.
we do it, so you'll be able to see it after the fact, especially if we listen to something that's just pure shit.
Okay, so
I have some shit lined up.
Great.
with this game, who do you guys have as a captain? I'm going like super chalk.
Man,
I mean, is Henry
me too.
Is Henry the highest? Or other than
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar's high, yeah.
You didn't let me finish other than Lamar.
Okay, so
Are you, so
is the
chalk.
second highest?
I just want to. Since you said chalk, who are you?
Lamar Jackson.
Me too. Here.
I don't want to touch you. Stay over there. So one of the lineups I was able to put together, which, I mean, it gets sketchy, but if you look at the other, kind of the cheap plays, they have production moments, right? So Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, A.J. Brown, not bad. Then you throw in Ferkser, Hayden Hurst, and Jonnu Smith.
Don't you just feel like
I know
you have
there's a lot
list?
of damn tight ends in that.
Don't you
But
feel like you got a list when you have to say Anthony Ferkser?
Yeah, you do. You do.
Ferkser.
There's a lot of tight ends in it, I know, but if 2 of them score and the production you're going to get out of Lamar Jackson and the production you're going to get out of Derrick Henry, I mean, man, that still could be a good lineup. It's going to be hard to pick a lineup because anyone who's decent is astronomically priced in this game, as it should be.
Yeah, that's why I'm going with the same Lamar Jackson as you, because I just don't. Everything else is risky in my opinion.
Can you just stack Tennessee players?
You could, but
And
Baltimore
be-
could
and-
very well shut them down.
Well, I understand, but you could be more well-rounded point-wise too, having a well-stacked Titans
Yeah.
lineup instead of like being top-heavy.
Hey, Arms, would you be opposed to playing both defenses?
I think so.
Man, yeah.
I think so.
Well, because the reason I say that, I put the Ravens D as the captain. I like playing the D as captain.
I do
But,
too.
like,
I love it.
It gives
actually.
me Lamar, Derrick Henry, A.J. Brown, and then I got Justin Tucker, and then Titans defense.
See, that sounds
That's not
beautiful.
horrible.
I like that.
Yeah, that's really good.
See, one thing I will say, Lamar is as great as he is. I saw a quote. He's Barry Sanders who can throw a football. I disagree with that because Barry Sanders is a little different, but he's a
Yeah,
special
it's hot.
special kind of guy that there's not anyone like him out right now. Okay, but he does get sacked. His mobility causes sacks.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's some production right there. the more you scramble around against a good, fast, scramble containing defense, more likely you're going to have a strip sack for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Like those things are all possibilities that could make the
absolutely.
Titans defense pay off big. The
Yeah,
Titans defense might be the damn play.
I submitted that lineup. I liked it too much.
Yeah,
If
and I agree with that too, because this is another game I don't think is going to be a high-scoring affair. I think it's going to be another grinder that we see Lamar's rushing yards and Derrick Henry's rushing yards possibly be the deciding factor. And I do like Tennessee's defense in it because I do think Harold Landry gets a sack and Cameron Wake maybe gets a sack, and if Cameron Wake might even be on IR. But
I really love the Tennessee linebacking core.
there's
Yeah,
there
was it Rashawn Evans and
Yeah.
they've been
J-
playing
Jalen Brown.
Jalen
I like
Brown.
Jalen Brown.
I mean there's opportunity there for points for Tennessee's defense for sure.
I'm saying Tennessee's taking it down. I just feel it.
I think it's a grinder, but I think the Baltimore wins by like 10.
Man,
Can't forget about the top scoring defensive back in fantasy, Logan Ryan.
Yeah.
Logan Ryan's exceptional, just exceptional. Waiver wire Jim.
Yeah.
trying to pull up here just to see like what their defense, Baltimore's defense, isn't what it's been in the past. But hell, they held the Texans to 7, the Rams to 6, the Niners, which you don't really look at Niners as
Ever
having
since they picked up Marcus Peters, they've been a lot better.
But Marcus Peters has been better. This is a tough statement, but Marcus Peters looked a little more of a shutdown corner or a big play corner than Jalen Ramsey over the second half of the season.
Oh yeah.
So
still talking about Baltimore.
yeah,
Okay, I just want to make sure.
No, I'm
make sure
just
we're on the
saying
same page.
Baltimore. I think benefited from that whole
I
Jalen
was talking
Ramsey
about
deal
the
by getting
defense.
Marcus Peters.
Okay, I get what you're saying. I'm like, what does that have to do with the defense? You're saying the 45 points. I'm talking about the 6, right?
Yeah.
So they beat them 45-6. And I mean, then they get into we can't even talk about it, right? The Jets 21, Cleveland 15, Pittsburgh 10. Like, okay, they played nobody at the
Have
end
you
of the
checked
season.
the Jets' actual record, like the last half of the season? They're like X and 1 in like the last like 6 games or something
Are
like
they
that.
really?
Yeah, they
X and
played
2 maybe?
themselves. They played themselves out of a top 3 or 4 pick.
Yeah.
The Jets played well.
Sam Darnold's going to be good if they get a coach that doesn't Freddie
Yeah.
Kitchens the whole place, and
Yeah, Adam Gase. I don't think
And alienates
he's
his
bad.
dumbass.
his running back.
Gase is just a dumbass.
2.
He's a
Yeah,
dictator.
6 and 2. I know they had a
Dictators
record.
don't work in 2020 or 2019. So
They played really well.
even Mike Zimmer's loosened up a little bit, and he was a hard ass. I mean, even he's kind of turning into a little bit of a player's coach. So don't be a hard ass.
Oh, he's greasing the squeaky wheel right now.
Yeah.
I mean, constantly doing that. Think about it. Last year, second half of the season, no Dalvin. Oh, let's just force feed the run. Okay, which is fine. Did well. And then this year, I mean,
That's when they made the coaching change.
yeah,
When they,
their OC, yeah. But this year, it's run, and then you just hear Diggs start complaining. Thielen was getting his first half of the season, but it was like a catch for 36 yards and touchdown. You're just like,
Then I get Diggs for pennies, then he just explodes.
yeah. So,
Insert Lambert being mad.
but second half, I mean, Kirk Cousins showed up. I mean, we were talking week 8 about how I said he's still a top 10 quarterback, and everyone said, no, look at him. He's 25th. I'm like, well, give it time. And second half season, he started showing up because they started throwing the ball. So, that shows that he's just willing to adjust. But that's something that makes him scary. That makes the Vikings scary, even though we're not talking about that damn game anymore. But it makes the Vikings scary is the fact that they can do both. So, Ravens, Titans, once again, I'm going Ravens.
Yeah, I'm going Ravens in a close game.
Yeah. Same.
I don't think anyone in the NFL right now has an answer for Lamar Jackson.
No.
I think it's going to take a special, like a
There's not a team in this playoffs.
yeah, I know, but like a Jesus Christ, Darius Leonard level linebacker spy, like someone who you're just like this is your job. You follow Lamar Jackson, and we're going to take you out of the game.
Do nothing else.
Yeah,
But even then, they've showed that the passing game works. I mean, he's had multiple touchdown games. I mean,
But Darius Leonard being that spy, he might pick one
but
off at some point.
The thing is, though, like one of the stats I've seen on one of the morning shows, I think it was yesterday, Titans are one of the better tackling teams at the linebacker position. They're not going to let this Lamar slip out of their hands like every other trash team.
Man, I don't know. I'm with Arms. I don't know if anybody can stop him. I don't care if Titans are one of the better tackling teams.
mean,
in the league.
Lamar
they're-
Jackson
they're on
started
up
the
before
downfall of
linebackers.
the Patriots this
Yeah.
year.
The Patriots were not good in a lot of
They
positions.
were undefeated whenever they got to
That a great
Ravens.
defense.
They
first
play
half of the
nobody.
I'm not
telling
going
you.
to sit here and bash the Patriots.
You still got to have
like
a good defense.
you are.
You still got to have a good defense to beat the nobodies because teams like Miami and the Jets pulled out wins against good teams. You still have to. I mean,
the Miami Devontae Parkers.
they just felt they did exactly. Sorry, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. They did exactly what I said they were going to do halfway through the season.
I think you said at the beginning of the season.
The offense would get tired, the defense would lose confidence, and everything would crumble.
Oh, I
And
thought you were
that's-
talking about Miami. Sorry.
No, and that's what happened to the Patriots. Like, if the offense would have kept it going, that defense would have kept playing hard. But they were like, God, we can't move it down the field. What are we can't score all the points. And they're not that talented on paper anyways. They were playing hard at the beginning of the season because they were fired up. Then they were like, shit, Tom Brady's lost a step. Our wide receivers suck. Like, are we willing to put it all on the line? And I don't think they were. I don't think the defense was willing to
something stupid
to
like
do that.
6 games. The defense had outscored opposing offenses.
Yeah, and that's not realistic to keep up through a whole season.
Okay, whenever we take out kicks, by the way,
Right.
field goals don't a little bit different. By the way, if for our longtime listeners, go back and listen to episode like 124 and 125.
So I assume you listened to this beforehand. Like, what number is this?
It was the breakouts and busts. We were talking Devontae Parker, and you're just like, yeah, Devontae Parker, 5th-year breakout. I'm like,
Oh, well, I
yeah,
mean, nobody.
No, we were talking about the camp hype, and
Right.
everyone's like, bust.
I acquired him
Freaking
halfway through the season. I was happy
Devontae
about
Parker
it.
blows up.
Yeah, it was
record,
it was
yeah.
impossible to believe in Devontae Parker going into the season.
Well,
Like,
halfway through the season, I noticed he was being very, very consistent. I'm like, snag him
dude,
up.
I posted the Dolphins season highlights a couple days ago. 7 out of 10 of them were Devontae Parker. I mean, there was no running play on the top 10 because
the
they
running
didn't
game was
freaking have
garbage.
any. But I mean, I didn't expect that. But you sprinkle a little, I'm gonna do it Conor McGregor. So you sprinkle a little Fitz magic on him, and he just blossoms. Little Fitz magic brought him to life. He just needed a quarterback that was able to throw the ball up for someone to grab it. Tannehill's not willing to do that. So why we're talking about the Dolphins, I don't know. Let's move on to what I believe could be another upset game, Texans and Chiefs. I really wholeheartedly believe the Texans could win this game.
They beat them earlier in the year.
Yeah. And Patty Mahomes hasn't had a game to speak of for a while, which is crazy. It's very strange. But, I mean, I really think the Texans can and will pull this one off. I mean, I think one of the only teams that we thought were going to get there that'll get there will be the Ravens. I think everything else is up for grabs.
So, and I'm just going to rewind a little bit. Over under for the Vikings games 44.5.
Yeah.
I feel like that's probably under.
Yeah.
The Titans Ravens game over under is 47. Actually, I feel like it's over.
Yeah.
It wouldn't. It would honestly. It wouldn't shock me if the Ravens put up 47 points.
Definitely not happening.
No.
Okay, I'm sure.
I was
that's been
thinking
said
like a
many times this year.
27-23.
I'm not going to
that'd
argue it
that'd
to
be
you. I'm
over.
just saying I don't agree.
But okay, 30-17. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's still.
I
This
thought
one's
you
fif-
said the Ravens. You wouldn't surprise you if they put
Yeah,
up 40-some points.
It wouldn't.
Oh,
it wouldn't
it
shock me.
would
They
be.
have a ridiculous offense.
It would surprise
Lamar
me.
Jackson's amazing. Like he's just that special.
I agree. I just
And then Titans Chiefs only at 51. Like how is this
Texans.
not over? Or, yeah, Texas Chiefs only 51. How is this not like 58, 60?
yeah, that'd be the
I
highest.
could
spread
be
for me.
wrong, but what was the score when they played earlier this year? I'm thinking.
I mean,
it was
Texans.
a
I mean,
lower
Texans don't
scoring
always.
game.
They don't always throw out big numbers.
No.
I'm pulling it up here. No, I you just look at both of them. It was 31-24.
Okay.
So
I
it's
couldn't remember.
literally 55 points last time they played.
Yeah.
And the over-under is 51. Maybe their defense is playing better in the second half. I know the Chiefs have.
Yeah, the Chiefs defense has been playing better.
And was Chiefs even at full strength at that point? It's hard to say.
I don't know at that. I don't know on that one. I've got So let me see if I've got a lineup for them. I know I do. Should just hit lineups. There we go. Sorry, I know this is super exciting for our fans.
Yeah, this is the only
So
reason I
thi-
started arguing with you earlier because we're looking up so much stuff. There's a lot of dead space, and
Well, we have 4 people here. I feel like anyone else could talk, but whatever. So the cost in this is the other one where the cost gets so high for all the studs, right? Tyreek Hill 15.6, Nook 15. I mean, at your captain spots, you got Mahomes at like 19,000. You got Watson at 17-ish. Like that's hard. That's hard to put together some quality right there without going out on a limb on something. I think I ended up with, in this matchup, of all captains, I went with the Chiefs. The Chiefs defense. Why? No, actually, I'm sorry. I'm lying to you. I went with the Texans defense because I think J.J. Watt's going to get a strip sack. Like, no other reason. Just you're going to get a strip sack. Going to ball out. But you can squeeze some more talent in there if you do that.
You can always pick up Fells. I assume he's cheap, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
hold on a second. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot about Fells.
Is it possible, just since we're looking stuff up, and I'll throw in some commentary, that we're intentionally sabotaging the podcast so we can focus on Back Row Reacts?
No.
Is
I mean,
it
I'm
possible?
looking forward to it, but no.
Is it
Sorry.
possible?
I went with Duke Johnson as my captain in that game.
And Arms, I had a surprise for you tonight, but it's not happening.
Okay.
Frank Scanduro was going to come on the second half of the show.
There's too many voices.
We're going to have a little.
Too many
but
Chiefs, not enough
yeah, I
Indians.
agree. It's probably a good night for him to not be available at the last moment, which he just told me. Sorry, but it was going to be a little surprise for you. It was your brother from another mother, coming on.
Appreciate it.
You, him, and Kyle Long. So,
First off, I don't look anything like Kyle Long.
no, you
Matter
look
of fact,
like
I don't look-
Redskins dude.
Yeah. Oh God. I was just looking him up the other day, showing someone Trent Murphy.
Trent Murphy.
Yeah.
Trent Murphy. Poor guy. I feel so bad for Trent Murphy.
Trenton Murphy.
So yeah. So the problem with this lineup to get any sort of value in it, kind of similar to that Ravens game. Too many guys, pretty damn expensive. Makes it hard to put something in you feel super confident about. You're gonna be playing kickers and number 2 tight ends and shit just to get by on that one.
I threw one together. I liked Kelsey in the captain. I know he's a little bit more expensive, but
Very expensive.
he's expensive, but I liked the lineup. It was a little different. It had me playing Mecole Hardman, but, I mean, he could break one. But, I mean, it's a chance. You got to take a chance on some of them lower guys.
You absolutely do. That's the key to winning in any of this, right?
Yes. Yeah, you're not going to get the big bucks unless you nail an obscure pick.
It's funny though. Every time you pull up with like the millionaire maker, you're like, that is such an obvious lineup.
Yeah.
You just see him, you're like, well, who would random midseason like Chris Godwin after he had 4 or 5 good games with Mike Evans and
Yep.
James Winston. You're like, well, who wouldn't have put that together?
Yeah.
Except for I didn't.
We overthink it. It's so easy to overthink and be like, no, I've got to stick Brashard Perryman in there week 5.
Well, that happens a lot, too. Like, I'm building a lineup, and I'm like, man, that's so obvious. Everybody's going to have this. I got to change
And they
it
don't.
up. And then, boom.
And instead,
boom, it
everyone
would've
has
hit. Right.
something similar to what
Like
you
to me,
put
the
out.
obvious thing is the Texans receiving quarter. That's not Hopkins. I mean, Fuller's playing. I think I did a good one. Like I said, Fells.
Yeah. I just put one together that
What about Stills?
that had Fells is actually the captain.
Kiki playing this week?
Yeah, Kiki's healthy.
Maybe
He
it's like-
could be Kane time scratch. It's freaking Kiki QT.
Yeah, it could be.
I mean,
If
Fuller
Fuller-
could
A
too,
strong,
right?
a strong wind could come
Yeah,
through
if-
and knock
if-
either of them out of the game.
If Fuller and Stills both play, Kiki probably won't play.
Did they bring Bruce Ellington back for this game by any chance?
I don't think so.
Plug and play Bruce Ellington?
Andre Johnson.
Andre Johnson? Maybe a little Steve Slayton at running back?
Steve Slayton.
Yeah,
Aaron
yeah.
Foster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, Dominic Johnson was the best running back for them.
Oh, you're
Right.
high.
Tyler Irvin? Little Tyler
Aaron
Irvin
Foster was like a 3-time fantasy
it's
MVP.
Dominic Davis, but he ended up changing
I
his
know.
last name to something. What was it? But either way, he was a
Wasn't
stud
it
for like 3
Jones?
years. It's Dominic Davis forever. Then he changed his last name.
Yeah.
Either way,
So, just sorry to pivot off of this. So, do you guys see any of the big name running backs going to the Texans, like the free agent guys?
No, I think
So
they
draft
haven't so
someone.
far.
But yeah, but think about we've got. I think this is Kareem Hunt's landing spot. Is what I'm getting at.
I don't. It would be that'd be a great.
Yeah, it'd be a
they
great-
would be so smart to do that.
He's not going back to KC.
They would be extremely smart to do that.
They don't need him in Cleveland.
He could be a Jet for all we know too. I mean, there's a
Yeah,
lot of running back
Bell's on the
openings.
way out probably.
Pittsburgh Steelers will be beautiful for him.
I think Tampa needs to go after him hardcore.
I agree with that too.
So just throwing that out there.
So
He should
Derrick Henry's
definitely,
also, I believe, free agent at the end
Yes,
of the
he
season.
is.
Dan Rozier wants to get these Twitch numbers up. I think he was mentioning that he's going to do something special.
He said
For
I
the
think he's
stream.
going to record a meal. Melvin Gordon also available in this year's free agency class. It's going to be a pretty nasty free agency class. particularly once you think of like Hunt and Gordon, who definitely aren't going to stay where they're at. It's not like everyone's just going to be chalk and just resign.
I also seen a Twitter poll recently where they had the draft pick capital for Eckler. It was like ended up being like 67% for a second round pick for him. I was like, nobody's ever going to give Eckler up for a second round pick.
Hell no.
I won that league apparently.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking like NFL. I'm like,
No, I thought about in the dynasty and stuff. Like, yeah, I'll give up more than just a second for him.
oh, absolutely.
It's like, what league is this?
It's going to be interesting to see what kind of money these free agent running backs get with this talented running back class.
Man, I
coming
think
in
it's
the
low.
draft. I think it is too. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
There probably isn't going to be a lot of early
Derrick Henry,
signings.
Derrick Henry will probably get a pretty good contract.
Yeah.
Outside of him, I don't know.
But here's the downside. Like we talked about earlier in the season, Le'Veon Bell screwed them all.
Well,
Maybe.
Sitting out a season, underperforming.
He hurt a lot of them, but I think Derrick Henry could overcome that situation. But you're right. The ton of them that would have got paid more are probably going to make like a solid 5 to 8 great
Think
$8
of-
mil less on their
Think
contract.
of everybody who did get paid though. Todd Gurley,
Yeah.
not so
Hurt
good.
'em. Yeah.
Right?
Well, that was
Zeke's
kind
a
of their
little
choice though
underperforming,
too.
though.
That was kind of their choice. They could have ran
Yeah,
him into the ground.
You're right. But I mean, why pay him if you're not going to run him into the ground? You know.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Maybe to keep him fresh. I don't know. I'm interested to see what the Rams do
for that
next year.
playoff run when they have freaking 5 wins.
Right.
I mean, what are you keeping him fresh for next
Well,
season?
I meant they're playing starting out first 3 to 5 games. Like,
Yeah, they did start riding him harder at the end too. So
Yeah.
yep, that's what she said.
it is. That is exactly what she said. Actually,
Yes, it is. Any other lineups on that game before we bounce to the last one? 4 games. Weird to talk 4 games,
know.
but
Yeah.
we did want to keep the show short, and we're already 40 minutes in.
All right.
So,
Moving on to
Seahawks, Packers.
guys.
yeah,
Now, this is my only upset I see happen. I like Seattle.
I like Seattle.
I like Seattle.
I mean, obviously I do too, but I don't see it happening.
I'm
You don't
starting,
see it happening?
I mean, I just don't see it.
I'm leaning Seattle Super Bowl.
I mean, that's who I picked to go.
And
But
now that the Saints
Yeah,
are
with
out,
the
I'm
Saints
leaning
out-
Seattle.
If Chris Carson of all players was still with Seattle, I would think there would be a good shot, but I don't think there is.
Yeah. Russell Wilson, he's capable. He's very capable. Aaron Rodgers, I mean, it's
Russell Wilson's
how do
the leading
how do they
active
only have
rusher
3
on the
losses?
roster.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
what?
How do they only have 3 losses?
The Packers, they play in the
They-
freaking NFC
No,
North.
the thing is, like they seem like so damn mediocre
Aaron-
throughout the whole season. I keep looking at that record. I'm like, how did this happen?
Aaron Jones had a really good I mean,
Really good
they
year.
won playing like old school football almost. And I don't think you can beat the Seahawks with old school football this week.
I agree with you. I'm going to be honest with you. I just don't. I don't think. I have no lineup whatsoever with Aaron Rodgers in it. None. I don't think this is the week. And I know it's not the Legion of Boom. I get it, but I just don't think that they're going to win this game. My actual captain of all people, I never in a million years would have expected this. It's DK Metcalf.
Yeah, the guy has looked like a legit number 1.
Yeah, we're all eating crow on that one, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
Do I think he's a perennial 1,400 guy? No, but I think he's going to be good, and he's going to have plenty of touchdowns each year.
I mean, if he builds on the rookie season that he had, what he finished with over 750 yards.
Over 900.
DK did
He has 1,060.
1,060, 65, 1,000.
in the regular
eight
season.
touchdowns.
Man,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
I mean, that really is. That's a really
How many,
good
how
rookie
many
season.
receptions did he have?
65.
Yeah. So I mean, still showing that he's a big play guy more than anything, a go deep guy.
Oh, do we also need to mention that Lockett had 86 receptions and
82.
1,100 yards?
I've got 82.
No,
NBC
not worth
Sports.
the 5th round pick. Inconsistent. I'm telling you, he just didn't. He didn't come through for you when it counted.
Yeah, the last few games, like during the actual playoff push, is awful.
Yeah, just like Austin Hooper.
Exactly. Exactly. There we go. Me and
Yes, we're talking about like mid-season MVPs.
Yeah.
right.
that did let you down towards the end, though.
Yeah, we know what we're talking about.
How many lineups do you think will have a Hollister in it? Would you?
Very limited. I love Hollister.
I think for this price, probably.
Listen, I've tried to cram this dude in a lineup every week, and he just lets me down every
much-
week. So I'm just not.
How much is Hollister Hux?
Let me just put it this way: I'm going to not play him, so he'll actually do good this
5,400.
week.
That's a steal, 5,400.
Little expensive, just like going to the actual Hollister store.
Yeah.
Just a little pricey for me.
I can't fit in. I can't fit into the clothes there.
They
so-
actually only make
Yeah.
up to like size 36 jeans.
Oh, I'm
And like
I-
large shirts.
Yeah, I don't.
Nope.
I don't fit in that size.
Negative.
So I'm just going to throw that out there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. No, I mean, the lineup I was able to put together with DK at captain, Metcalf, Wilson, Jones, Jamal Williams, Jimmy Graham, and Myers, the kicker.
It's not bad. I like it.
I love it. I love that lineup. Considering if statistically,
I'm not sure what the weather's going to be like Sunday. I know it had been snowing, and this because earlier today I saw the field was covered in snow, but I'm not sure what it's like.
DK
on Sunday,
Metcalf's
so, I mean,
matchup proof, dude. He's weatherproof.
Oh, I'm just saying, like it. I agree with you not playing Rodgers. I think it could be the passing game could be limited a little bit, but I don't know. I like Seattle. Like a
If
20
there's
Me too. It's upset weekend.
It's
I
a-
really feel it.
That's the only one I think.
It's a
But, yeah.
home game. I mean, for the Packers.
Yeah.
Rodgers, I know, is more experienced playing in snow, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But and the most perennially overdrafted quarterback in the history of fantasy sports, Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, I just don't see it. I just don't see him having a good game this week. I don't see him. I think he's just declining year over year. I mean, and granted, 26 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions and 4,000 yards.
yeah.
It's not like he was trash.
No,
Not
and
at all.
they ran a different game plan.
Yeah, Aaron
you know,
Jones,
for every game
Aaron
this
Jones
week.
had a hell of a year.
Yeah, and I agree with you. Aaron Rodgers is not the Aaron Rodgers. I don't think he's as good as he was. He's still very good. Like,
Oh, yeah.
If you plugged him into the Saints, he's throwing 33 or 34 touchdowns
But
on
you
that
can-
kind of offense.
You can argue that look at his receiving core outside of Devontae Adams. Who do they have?
no one.
Allen
Exactly
Lazard,
nobody.
Geronimo Allison.
Yeah,
Jake
Marquez
Crumaro.
Valdez-Scantling was
Valdez-Scantling
terrible.
was a
Everybody we
bust.
said,
Awful.
everybody that we thought would
Jimmy
be good.
Graham is a shell of himself. I mean,
Yeah.
they don't
they-
have anybody.
You wouldn't think them losing Randall Cobb would make much of a difference, but it did. I mean, losing a reliable guy that's there if you need him. They didn't use him every single game, but he was there when they needed him. If they wanted to pepper him with targets, they didn't have a guy
Then
like
he pulls
that.
a freaking Will Fuller and it gets like 150 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he gives you literally 1 point next week, and you're like, how the hell do you catch one ball for 0 yards? You got targeted 9 times, Randall.
Randall Cobb's like, let me show you.
No
back-
wonder you're a freaking quarterback.
It's
in
back to the
college.
Jerome Bettis, 3 touchdowns, 1 yard, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I think there was actually a game that he had like multiple touchdowns and had negative rushing yards at one point in the game.
Well, I just said the 3 touchdowns, 1 yard in the.
I love the
Championship
Geico
game.
commercials with the bus in it because, like, you can tell he's not very fast, but he's still just getting past people on the flag football field, and it's like, come on,
I wonder if
Geico.
Derrick Henry saw him and he's like,
Come on.
you know what?
I want to be him.
Big dudes can play football, play running back too.
Yeah.
To be fair, Bettis would smoke every one of us.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, if Derrick Henry saw him, he's like, big dudes can do that too. And Henry's like, I'm going to work out and make the NFL. And Bus is like, y'all gonna finish that cheeseburger?
They shared that picture yesterday as a reminder of how much bigger he was than Ingram. Like Henry was
Henry?
just towering over Ingram.
He's a big dude.
There was like him, Scarborough's a monster.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like 6'1",
It's
6'2".
just-
I
it's
mean,
a-
Ingram's like 5'10".
It was just
if
funny.
that.
He was like a little kid compared to Henry.
Isn't I have no idea, but isn't that the Najee Harris guy? Isn't he a pretty big guy too?
I don't know.
I
know.
saw he's coming back for his senior
Yeah,
year.
he is.
today.
Is he big or just is he coming back?
He played big. I'm not sure of his size.
Hey Neil, I noticed. Do all your Clemson stuff still have the tag on it?
I've liked Clemson about as long as you've been
I've
alive.
never seen you wearing Clemson clothes before.
Oh,
Man. I will take up for Neil on this one. He does have that hybrid shirt, the Patriots
Love
Clemson
that
hybrid shirt.
Love
Yeah,
that.
actually, I'm just playing. You've been a Clemson fan.
That was where it stops. I was going to start ragging on him again.
No, he's been a Clemson fan his whole life. I do admit
6'2",
that.
229.
Ever since Whitehurst.
Jeez,
So
that's a big dude.
Yeah, he's a big guy. Not quite Derrick Henry big, but he's big.
Guys, we're about to get into the fun stuff.
We are?
Not today.
I've had a good time already.
For
so
season wise, we're about to get into
I can't wait
the
for
rookie
rookies,
evaluation.
drafts, and-
Yeah, we're close. We're not going to do it before the end of the season.
Oh, no,
But it's
no.
getting close.
Yeah, so don't give up on us when the season's over, guys. No time off down here.
I just
We're-
care about
we're playing-
2021 when Golden Boy comes out. So
Oh yeah.
I'm
our
excited.
Lord and
to talk.
Savior
Just
Trevor.
to clarify, Joe Burrow's coming out this year. He doesn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you talking about? Golden
Monday
Boy?
night.
I put I
championship
put
game.
Mr. Athens, Ohio, like on the back burner compared to him.
You're high.
No, I'm realistic.
No.
Wait,
Trevor
wait.
Lawrence.
Oh man, come on.
Dude, I'm with Neil. on
Watch
this
him
for
run,
real.
boys.
Trevor Lawrence is the real deal.
I don't think
I
Trevor
agree.
Lawrence
I
is trash,
agree.
but I
Not
think
that
Joe
Joe
Burrow
Burrow-
looks amazing.
I agree that he's the real deal. I mean,
I could throw for 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, get Wolford 13
I'm not going to
weeks a
hate on
year.
Joe Burrow. He's obviously great.
I was
I think
just
Joe
saying.
Burrow can't miss. I'll be
Okay,
honest
Trevor
with you.
Lawrence is a what? Oh, whatever he is, junior, sophomore. What
He's
is
a,
it?
he's a red shirt or a true sophomore.
Yeah.
Okay. Before this year, Joe Burrow, nobody thought he would be a first-round pick. Nobody's second-round pick,
I
third-round
wasn't
pick.
sure that Joe Burrow was going to get drafted before this year.
Exactly. This kid is for Trevor Lawrence has been touted. He was the number 1 pick coming out of high school.
Can I throw something in here,
Just
though?
saying. So this
Can I
kid
throw
is
something in
that
here, though?
good.
He went on to a national championship caliber team.
Okay.
Joe
and
Burrow
he's
didn't.
still performing.
But his,
By God, else you can't recruit. Who would have thought, right?
Day one, he
You're-
walks
hey,
onto
hey,
a national championship caliber
Hey,
team.
you're right. Ohio State's not a national championship caliber
Joe
team.
Burrow didn't. They didn't win.
Clemson literally lost him
Thank
to their
God.
whole offensive line.
I'm talking about with LSU though. But do they recruit at a high level?
So does LSU.
Not like Clemson does right
Oh,
now.
my God.
Jesus.
Top 5 recruiting
Are you
classes.
seriously?
LSU
Serious.
can't recruit.
Not to the level that Alabama, Ohio State, Clemson, even probably right now
By
Notre
God,
Dame.
write them off.
They
LSU, same tiers, fucking that Akron Zips. Write it up, boys.
I'm just saying in their
the
own,
Akron Zips in the SEC, guys.
in their own conference, they're a second tier team. This year, they're amazing. This is one of the best teams I've ever seen put together.
Like 2 of the best
Because it
receivers in the whole
it
conference.
But it all gelled this year. They have 2 of the best receivers in the whole conference, but they might be the 4th and 5th best receiver in the conference. Am I wrong?
I can't
Am I
debate that.
wrong? Just answer my question. Am I wrong?
I can't debate that.
Okay.
The only thing I was
And the
going
other
to
3
jump
are on
in,
Alabama.
only thing I was going to jump in and say was I just simply disagreed with Neil's level of conviction that Trevor Lawrence is that much better than Burrow. If you want to put him on a even playing
They'll
field,
probably be very similar.
if you want to put him on an even playing field as a prospect, that is fine. Like I agree, Trevor Lawrence is a stud prospect, but Joe Burrow is too.
I honestly think that both of them have like
It's the next 2 number 1 picks.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean they've
Yeah,
got
should be, yeah.
and I feel like both of them are very near can't miss. You know what I mean? Just every throw, nothing rattles them. I mean, just
I feel bad, though, for Burrow.
well, dude. Here's the deal. He went to the wrong team out of high school.
I mean,
he went to go play for his favorite team, and it just wasn't the right system.
to be
for
fair,
him.
if he does go to the Bengals and he get everybody back healthy, it might be all right.
Man, I kind of hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't go to the Bengals.
Well, Chase Young
I
had-
hope there's some
he-
sort of
yeah.
screw up and he goes someplace else.
But it's going to be Burrow because Chase Young didn't show up at all during the game. So
Don't know. You think the game is what's going to determine whether Chase Young's first overall?
his last game
Oh,
played.
you're high.
His little
You're
last
high.
game
That
played,
dude-
he was absent against a top tier team.
Yeah, he could have also not played the game at all. You know what I mean?
It probably would have helped him.
Yeah, no. His
He should have boasted
his
it.
first like 6 games of the season.
I get
made
Big
his-
Ten and welfare competition.
I'm just saying, his first 6 games of the season, statistically, that's what put him there.
Against nobodies. Against DeVry.
Khalil Mack played trash, and he
Well, that's
balled
good for
out,
him.
didn't he?
But when he played against Clemson, he was like, "Where's this guy? I don't see him." Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong.
What did
I agree to an extent that
I think
mean
he's still
going to
a
be a number 1 pick.
If
I
Joe
mean,
Burrow wasn't in this class, he's like no doubt about it the top.
I would
overall
take your
pick.
DB over Chase Young.
You're on drugs,
Your DB actually showed up.
Okuda.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh no, he's
a
gonna be a
stud.
stud too. I get it, but
I'm not even sure what we're arguing here.
I don't know.
They're both top 5 picks.
Right.
Both
I mean-
they might be both top 2 picks. It's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, top 3 picks because Burrow's obviously going number 1.
Yeah.
Barring a trade, Burrow's going number 1.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
God,
even,
I hope someone trades up.
No,
I hope the Raiders mortgage the farm and they're like,
Even-
"Fuck it, we're going for it."
even then, he's still going number 1.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
whether it's the Bengals or somebody trades up, like
It'd be a
Miami
nice
or
face in the
Oakland,
new stadium too,
or,
wouldn't it?
Las
Oh,
Vegas.
yes, it would.
They sell tickets.
Hey, I still love Derek Carr, but
Yeah.
I will gladly ship that bastard down the road
I mean,
for
they
Joe Burrow.
have plenty of picks.
Hey, just
That'd be the move.
off the.
Here you go, Bengals. Here's Carr. Here's a bunch of picks. Rebuild guy, but
Yeah, it's not happening.
Bengals won't trade. So
Man, hear me
Hey, you know-
out, Mark.
Hey, you know who your Las Vegas Raiders are going to bring
Justin
in?
freaking Herbert's what I hear that they're gonna.
Well, no, I'm
Oh. Go ahead.
Tom Brady.
I've heard that. I hope that doesn't happen.
Gonna sell tickets, new stadium,
No, I hope
new
it doesn't
team.
happen.
I mean,
I hate Tom Brady.
I don't know how Gruden's going to put everybody on the team. He loves every quarterback, so
He
he's
does. He does. But he's loved every quarterback for years. I mean, he
Here's
loved
seven
Terrell
quarterbacks.
Pryor as
Bring
a
him
quarterback.
in.
So
I don't see Tom Brady going there, but yeah, I mean,
I also seen Tom Brady to the Browns, and I about died.
He's going to be a
when it-
Charger if he goes anywhere. I just mark it down.
What about the Colts?
He's not going to go to the Colts. He'll
Why?
retire before he goes to the Colts. He's going to go back to the California area or stay
Yeah.
at the Pats.
Maybe he goes and gets Jimmy G out. Jimmy G doesn't win a Super Bowl this year. He's like, hey, guys, I'm pretty, and I know how to win Super Bowls.
yeah. That was his favorite team growing up, San Francisco.
That ain't
Didn't
going to
know
happen.
that.
Like I said, he's going to stay.
Yeah, I don't see Jimmy G going nowhere. But
Speaking of his favorite team, sorry, I was listening to old podcasts, just scrolling through, like finishing them up. Dwayne Haskins' favorite team, pre-draft, Redskins. That was the one that grew up
No
with.
joke.
Yeah, he's from
Really?
Maryland area.
oh yeah, I guess
Did not know that. I knew he was from Maryland area,
Yeah.
but it just didn't click with me. I was thinking Ravens, if anything. But no, he was like, they were like, yeah, I mean, what team drew to? He's like, HTTR, baby. I'm like, what are the freaking odds, dude? So, sorry to interrupt.
What are you interrupting?
You guys heavy breathing.
It could be the guy be like, you're from this state, you got to like his team.
I don't like
so-
know where the hell Barker's at because we need to hit this good night, BS right now.
I got a guy good the other day because he's like, you're from Ohio, why don't you like Ohio State? I'm like, you're from Ohio, why don't you like, Akron or Kent State or Ohio Bobcats? They don't have an answer for that one, do they?
yeah.
The Bob is Cincinnati, whatever.
I was at work today. I don't know why I was thinking. I was listening to a podcast, something about mention the supernatural or whatever. And I got to thinking, I'm like, go into a room of people and ask, like, do you believe in ghosts and demons? And a lot of people be like, no. And it'd be like, all right, let's go try to summon a demon with a Ouija board. And they're like, oh, no, I'm cool on that. I'm not going to try that. It's like, but you don't believe in it.
I mean, it's made by a toy company. I can't
Yeah,
be too scared of
it's
something
Hasbro.
from Milton Bradley or Hasbro, whoever it
I think
was.
it's Hasbro. But I just find it funny. It's like,
I do believe in ghosts and demons, and I've never messed with a Ouija board.
I won't.
So.
I won't. I'm not going to say what happened weird to me when I was a kid on the air because everyone think I'm weirdo. But there was a Ouija board in the house when it happened. It was,
I don't think Bauer
this day freaks me
or
out.
Dan will mind.
You know what? I might as well. I might as well say. So whenever I was a kid, my parents were divorced, and I was staying at my dad's house. And I fell asleep under the coffee table, like watching TV. So, and he had like a big vent in the middle of the floor.
To be fair, were you going under emotional turmoil because your parents were in
No, I
divorce?
didn't.
Okay.
I don't have any recollection ever living with my dad ever. So I'm sitting
How old? I didn't know if you said
Like-
how old. By how old were you?
6, 7, something in that range. So I'm laying on the floor and I'm asleep. And then the next thing I know, I hit my head on the coffee table because that's what I was laying on the coffee table, kind of watching TV out. And then I fell back on the ground. My whole body hit the ground. You have 2 giant bush lights? What the hell?
Don't be jealous.
I'm not.
Better than your welfare Mick Ultra over there. It's all foam. Drink some foam. How about that? You want the head of this one?
I don't
Is
want
there
that.
an argument between you two guys about everything?
Yes. That's what made it so fun when Neil was here. But anyhow, I got to thinking about it, listening to this podcast today. They were talking about Ouija boards and whatnot, and I'm like,
By the way, this is no longer a fantasy football show.
yeah, we were waiting.
I know.
we were
I mean,
waiting-
there's only so many games.
anyhow, there was a Ouija board that my dad's girlfriend at the time was always using in the house. I'm like, maybe I was like possessed by a demon and levitating. Anyhow,
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be a little better than that, but
I thought it was good. I missed all of it but the last 7 seconds, but I was down with it.
I don't know. I believe in a lot of the occult
Good
stuff.
story.
So
yeah.
yeah,
What you got,
No,
Bart?
I agree.
Kevin Spacey. Did anybody see the video of him at the log with the fire?
Yeah, that's a good one.
shouldn't he be in prison?
No.
He has money for one.
No, listen, real quick.
Like raped a kid, and then it is because he didn't know he's
Just
gay.
because a man likes to touch, right?
Jesus. Okay, so real quickly, this is
I
way off.
literally have no idea what you're talking about.
Way off
So go
football
ahead.
topic. Okay, Hux, just a quick backstory. So there was this guy, royalty from the Netherlands or something like that, I think, that Kevin Spacey reached under the table and grabbed his junk, right?
Oh.
So this guy claimed assault, like sexual
Yeah.
assault. And Kevin Spacey connected to
Epstein.
Kevin Spacey, touching people. So he does this Christmas Eve video where he's tending to a fire and he's talking in his voice from the House of Cards. And you know what? I may just have to play it just so you get the.
Is that show any good? Never seen it.
I've never seen it.
People enjoy
either.
it, but I don't like political shows.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know what it was.
Real quick, just so you guys know before the story.
I feel like this is something we should be talking about on our next podcast.
You didn't really think I was going to miss the opportunity to wish you a Merry Christmas, did you? It's been a pretty good year, and I'm grateful to have my health back. And in light of that, I've made some changes in my life, and I'd like to invite you to join me. As we walk into 2020, I want to cast my vote for more good in this world.
This is his account that he
Ah,
posts
yes,
this on.
I know what you're thinking. Can he be serious? I'm dead serious. And it's not that hard, trust me. The next time someone does something you don't like, you can go on the attack, but you can also hold your fire and do the unexpected. You can kill them with kindness.
So Kevin Spacey posts this on Christmas Eve.
It's kind of
Yes,
creepy. a
it
little
is. The guy that claimed sexual assault against him that a trial was looming for killed himself the next day.
bit. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Killed himself the next day. Supposedly killed himself the next day. So, like, Kevin Spacey has no reason to release that and use the word dead serious and kill them with
Like, I mean,
kindness.
definite, like, you can kill them with kindness.
Kevin Spacey's a bad man. He learned a little bit too much from the usual suspects is all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Too much learned.
He needs to go away.
Also 7.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's, creepy stuff. The world's creepy right now. You got football. Thank God we do a football podcast. But, man, the world's creepy. Like, Kevin Spacey scares the shit out of me.
Yeah, that was creepy. I'm a little.
He released that for no reason.
Yeah.
There's, like, no reason for him to release that with those keywords in it. And he didn't incriminate himself, but yet the guy's dead the next day.
Yeah, that's horrible.
And that's the
Wow.
third person that has died connected with Kevin Spacey in some sort of allegations or rumors. Crazy stuff.
Man,
What kind of pull does Kevin Spacey have?
Money, and he knows how to get away with stuff.
probably money and information.
So I don't know why we're throwing it out on that note, but my God,
Yeah.
creepy stuff. I've been watching way too much creepy stuff lately, like so many celebrities and all these deaths and accusation, Harvey Weinstein and
It's not Harvey, is it?
whichever Weinstein it is. Yeah.
Jeffrey
They're both trash.
Epstein.
No.
Oh, okay, yeah. The producer, gotcha.
Right. So
Back during the Me
Scary
Too
stuff.
thing.
Scary stuff. Weird one to end it on. Who's ready to do some back row reacts?
This guy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, we're going to get into some fun. So thanks for listening to the show. What we've decided to start doing after this, we started a little YouTube channel called Back Row Reacts, where me, Hux, and Arms have been listening to a song and reacting to it, preferably something we haven't listened to. We have some fun with it. So if you enjoy listening to us on the podcast for more reasons than football, you might enjoy that as well. So look for that. Probably come out in the morning, and we have a good time with it.
Indeed. Let's
Deal?
rock and roll.
Good to have you back. It was a nice little change
Patriots
up.
suck.
Dear God. Let's
Sorry.
get started.
They do.
Rock,
they
paper,
do
scissors.
Suck, but yeah, let's do it.
One.
Hold on.
I was trying to
disagree right now.
I'm just trying to figure out where the Raiders are at. Where are they at? Or the Giants. Are
we're
you a Giants fan too, right?
Scissoring.
I was an Eli fan.
Hey,
Scissoring.
I'm not allowed to be a fan of a different team. I can't do that because I'm a bandwagon,
Just a
right?
player.
I like Sean Alexander, but I can't like that.
You
I'm a
like
bandwagon.
Seahawks. I thought you liked Seahawks.
I like Sean Alexander. I can't do that, right? You're a Giants fan,
I
right?
thought you were no. I don't like Danny Dimes. I don't like what Giants are doing right now.
Okay, that's cool.
I do like Saquon.
They're heading in the right direction.
But I don't-
I think you're wrong.
Okay. He had one good game. It's like 4 touchdown game, and that's it.
Are you kidding me?
Look it up. Look it up. Anyhow, this is over.
Oh my!
We're talking about
God.
playoff
Yes.
teams, not teams
One
that are
good
picking in the
game.
top
He's a
5.
hell of a lot better than fucking Dwayne Haskins.
This.
Are you fucking
Rookie
serious?
of the year. Rookie of the year.
God.
This.
Have a good night, guys.
Jesus Christ.
It's over.
This is going to be a fisticuffs. Good night.
This is over.
Later.
Thank you for listening. Have a great night.
This concludes another episode of the Back Row Fantasy Show. Thanks for listening, and be sure to give us a review.